Yo, what is good, guys? It's your boy Moxter back for another Dokkan video, and we need to talk about grinding up stones. I've been getting a couple questions in the comments on some of my last couple videos about, new players trying to grind up stones. How do I get my stones up? Yo, I have 1,000 stones. Am I cooked? Well, here is how you're going to do that. If you're a new player, or even if you're a veteran player, here's some tips just to quickly check that you've covered all your bases. So if you're starting out, then immediately you need to make sure you've done the entirety of the Dokkan story. There's about 30 something stages now. There's 34 stages. You need to make sure you got those done. I actually need to do chapter 6 so I can get some free stones there, but that's easy and simple. As soon as you start summoning your new characters, any and all units can easily make it through the entirety of the story. Next up, you want to make sure you've done Dragon Ball story as well. You can get some free-to-play units here. There's loads of missions that you can do as well. So just quick as that, just get all these done. There'll be some missions in here for like support memories and stuff, so that's why I haven't fully gotten them yet, but you can just scroll through here and you'll see that there's stones in most of these missions. So just in all of these, just make sure you're like clicking on the mission tabs and like seeing what you've missed, and make sure you've covered all those bases, and then it will come up with like a complete section there to tell you that you've done it. Okay, alright, next up we have the event tab. So if you go into events, this is going to be where you're going to find your free-to-play missions and events. You're going to find so you have the story where you can grind up free-to-play units, and there's been some new ones that have come out, so I need to do those myself. But yeah, when you've done the missions, it will say complete, and you can get loads of stones from these missions. Just look at the missions, see what you need to do, and just get it done. And of course, when you like complete a mission as well, you'll get the initial stones for completing the mission. So if you haven't done these events, then make sure you do them and grab those stones there. Okay, next up we got the growth section. So if you're a new player, make sure you're doing these every day. A lot of these reset, but you'll get stones on the first completion, right? So you have like all of this stuff. You have the hidden potential events, a couple like awakening medal events, but these will all give you stones upon the first completion, so make sure you've done that. Next up, we'll probably now getting into a sort of a mid-tier sort of player, like a old box. So if you've got a team and like you've got a decent team, you should be able to basically complete all of the Dokkan events. So if you have a team, or even if you don't have a team, you can grind up the Ginyu Force team or the Bardock team, and then Extremes awaken them, and then you can basically complete every single Dokkan event in this tab. The missions you will have to probably hold off of will be the challenge events, such as Red Zone, Legend Fighting Frieza, or the Goku, Legendary Goku, depending on like your box. But obviously nowadays with some of the higher tier units, this is easy. A lot of the Extreme Z areas you might not have the correct units for, so that might take longer to do. Stuff like that. Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road. Obviously for veteran players, these we know how these work, but for newer players, you probably might not have the box or the characters to be able to finish these, but you will get a lot of stones from doing these. And then a big and easy one is Boss Rush. If you are able to do Dokkan events, then you'll easily be able to do Boss Rush. It's basically just the same thing, but just multiple Dokkan events in a row, and you get 35 stones from completing that. And there's also Infinite Dragon Ball History. I need to scroll down to find it, but that's another easy one that you can do. So Infinite Dragon Ball History is, I guess, slightly harder than I would say Boss Rush, but definitely doable with a good team. And then there's loads of missions related to just clearing the phases, and then clearing the clearing the event with a specific team. So make sure you have those done as well. If you're a new player or a veteran player, make sure you just get all those done. Okay, right. And then lastly, we have also the Z Battle tab. So these are all of your Extreme Z Awakening events. if you have like a a decent box or lots of units, you should be able to make teams to be able to complete these events. And a regular extreme tier battle will have up to 30 stones, and there'll also be 1 or 2 missions related to these in which you can pick up some stones as well. So make sure you get all of these events done, and then also try to do the missions as well in these extreme tier events. But obviously, depending on your box, you may or may not be able to do a lot of them, but now's definitely the time to just see what you have, because most of the events are open at the moment on global since we're in the anniversary. So literally just scroll down and see what you don't have completed, and make sure you've gotten all of your regular Extreme Z battles to level 30 to get all the stones, and then the legendary EZAs obviously level 10, and then you'll have all your stones there as well. Right, so let's see what else we have. I mean, at the moment on global we do have Ultimate Clash available, which will give you like a good amount of stones from that. There's also missions related to Ultimate Clash, so if you enter it, and then you'll get obviously some stones there from clearing the stages. It does reset as well, so that's pretty good. And then specifically right now on global we have World Tournament that is out, and once you I was doing the cutscene because I haven't finished it, but once you complete World Tournament, I think you have to complete it about was it 23 times, I think. Basically there's missions for that. So the missions, so basically you need what is it, how many wins in a row? Yeah, you need 20 wins in a row. Yeah, 20 wins, and then finish all the tiers, and that will net you all of the stones for World Tournament. And then the best thing, I think the last thing that you can do is go into your missions tab, right? And if you're still like unsure if you've missed things, then you will need to just open up this mission tab, and then I'll show you once it loads. But it will basically show you like all of the missions that you've cleared and the missions that you have outstanding. So I can do World Tournament to get some stones. It's gonna come up there. We can basically scroll through. If you go into the event tab, you can basically see all the missions that are currently up and available, and you can click on one and you can see which ones you've done, which ones you haven't done. And once you completed it, it's going to be grayed out. It's going to have the success logo on there, so just to know that you finished it. There's still so many things, so many small little things that even me as a long time player haven't done. So I definitely need to catch up on that. So there's still so many stones available to me. Dokkan is always adding events. There's so much content, especially if you're a new player. There's so much content. So make sure you have that done. Okay. Right. So that is probably it in terms of the coverage of grinding up stones. If you're a new player or if you're a veteran player, these are the things you need to be doing. And yeah, just make sure you're using that mission tab as well on the right hand side to see what missions you have left over, and make sure you're saving up your stones, because you know how it is. Beastie Boy is coming. Okay, we can't be lacking. Global, on the global side, Beast is coming in a few days. I think people estimated it will probably be like the 27th. If we match up JP's timeline with globals, I might make a quick video on it, just to see if I can sort of get a specific date down for you guys. But yeah, definitely just take all the advice that I've given you in terms of like looking out your stones and stuff. And if you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments. Let me know how many stones you have, how many stones you're saving up for Beast. Let me know if you are, obviously you should be summoning for Beast, but let me know if you aren't really going to be something, you're not fast. But yeah, hopefully this helped, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.